the store changes. Instead of asking, do I need this? You ask, is this on my list? That sounds like a small shift. It isn't. Impulse buying doesn't feel like impulse buying when you're doing it. It feels like we're almost out of this, or this would be good this weekend, or I was going to get this eventually anyway. It feels practical, reasonable. It doesn't feel expensive until you're at the register looking at the total that's $70 or $80 more than you planned. $5 or $6 or $8 doesn't feel like much until it's $250 a month. And that's a conservative number. This one is one of those habits that doesn't feel expensive because each item is small. And that's exactly why it slips through. As a matter of fact, the store is designed to make that happen. The layout, the end cap displays, the fresh flowers at the entrance. A lot of you have told me some version of, I hate being manipulated, and that's the correct feeling. The store is not your friend. It's a business that knows when you're tired and has years of data on whether your attention lands when you're in a hurry. The Sunday flip is your Wonder Woman shield against all of that. It's not a willpower strategy. It doesn't require you to become a different person once you walk through the doors. You just already have a list, a real one, with intention behind it before the store has a chance to change your mind. Something worth naming here, because I know a lot of you are in this right now. Nothing feels worth it anymore when the prices keep climbing and you're doing everything right and the total at checkout is still adding up. That's not in your head. That's real. Packages are smaller, prices are higher, and what a lot of you have been calling peak extraction, squeezing every last dollar out of every transaction, is exactly what's happening. We're not imagining it. What the Sunday flip gives you is something concrete to do instead of that reality. Not a coupon to clip and lose, not a complicated system to maintain, just 10 minutes before you write your list. Remember the KISS method? Keep it simple, sweetie. I know, it's supposed to be stupid, but I don't really like that word. Build the week around what's actually affordable right now. Do it again next week. The savings is real, the shift is small, and the things you don't lose cooking at home, eating on the patio, playing your favorite music, they don't go away. They just cost less. I want to tell you where this method actually comes from, because it wasn't a book, it wasn't a financial coaching course. It was my mom at the kitchen table on a Sunday morning. Every single Sunday growing up, the newspaper would land on the front porch and my mom would go straight for the grocery store inserts. Not the news section, not even the coupons first. The grocery store specials. She'd spread them out on the table, circle the best prices, and the whole week's meals would start to take shape right there. Chicken thighs are marked down. That's Mondays and Wednesday. Ground beef is cheap. That's Thursday. She wasn't following a recipe, she was following the sales. And from the sales, the recipes were formed and dinner appeared. And here's what made it extraordinary in the 80s. The coupons. Back then, couponing was in its absolute prime. You could stack a manufacturer's coupon on top of a store sale, on top of a loss leader, and walk out of that store having paid almost nothing for things. My mom was genuinely skilled at it. The savings were real and significant, and it felt like a craft because it was. Here's what's changed. The coupon game is not what it was. The manufacturers figured it out. The stores figured it out. The stacking opportunities that used to make couponing worth it on a Sunday afternoon are mostly gone now, and the time it takes to chase the ones that remain just isn't worth it for most of us anymore. The ROI has dropped to almost nothing. But the first part of what my mom did, finding the loss leaders before she ever wrote a list, that still works exactly the same way it did back then. Better, actually, because you don't need the Sunday paper. You open an app, pull up the store's website in 2 minutes, and you have everything she spent an hour finding for free. The method is the same. The Sunday morning is the same. Even the pajamas are the same. I think about her at the kitchen table a lot when I do this. Same instinct, similar format, and the part that always matters most, it was never really the coupons, it was the flip. And if this was helpful today, I would love if you'd subscribe and share with someone who's trying to get their grocery bill under control. One question for the comments. What's the thing that always ends up in your cart that was definitely not on your list?